What if I told you that the dream of buying that brand new home in DFW could quickly turn into a nightmare, costing you tens of thousands of dollars, all because of a few common mistakes that many new construction buyers make? Over the years, I've seen countless buyers walk into, frankly, avoidable traps that could easily have been sidestepped with the right knowledge and guidance. So today we're going to talk about 5 of the most costly mistakes that new construction buyers make, and more importantly, how to avoid every single one of them. So if you're considering a new build and you want to make sure you're protected every step of the way, our team is here to help. I'm going to link our contact information below. There is never any pressure, just honest advice, and we're here to help you. So the first and arguably the most critical mistake is thinking that you don't need a real estate agent when you're buying new construction. I know, I get it. Here's a real estate professional saying you need to hire, you guessed it, a real estate professional. But I'm always surprised by how many buyers think that the builder's agents somehow represent their best interests. It's just not true. The builder's agents work for the builder. Their primary goal is to maximize the builder's profit. It doesn't mean they're evil. Most of them are actually great folks. We know a lot of them. But they are not legally obligated to you in any way. So having your own independent agent gives you somebody that's going to advocate for you. They're going to negotiate on your behalf. They're going to look out for red flags. And by the way, in the vast majority of cases, reputable builders will pay a buyer's agent commission on your behalf. So I know several buyers that have missed out on tens of thousands of dollars in incentives, or maybe they've signed contracts that weren't completely in their favor, all just because they didn't have someone in their corner. So for example, a builder might offer, say, a $10,000 credit towards upgrades that might be able to be negotiated into a price reduction or a closing credit, both of which, by the way, would be more beneficial for you in the long run, but you don't realize it as you're going through the process. So you want someone who's going to be willing to take on that back and forth with the builder and advocate for you to make sure that you get the absolute best deal. It's probably going to be the most significant financial commitment of your life. So again, the vast majority of builder reps and salespeople we know are awesome folks. They're going to do anything they can to help you. So to all my builder friends out there that are watching this, don't get mad at me. But at the end of the day, if you're a buyer, you have to remember they're legally obligated to their employer. A great agent is going to be a fiduciary for you, and they're legally bound to work with your best interests in mind, and that's so important through this process. All right, so mistake number 2, and this is a huge one that I see far too often in DFW new builds, skipping your own independent home inspection and just trusting the builder's word that the home's perfect. Builders often have their own quality control. I don't care if it's a $200,000 house or a $2 million house. It's not the same as an unbiased third-party inspector. We've had clients where the builder swore up and down everything was to code. Our inspector went in and found things like significant drainage issues in the backyard, faulty HVAC installation. One time we had an improperly wired breaker. Best case scenario, you catch these things when you're living in the house while they're still under warranty, then you have to go through the hassle of getting them fixed by the builder. Worst case scenario, you don't, and at some point down the road they fail, and now you're into huge repair costs. So a good inspector is going to catch these things that could become major headaches and expenses down the line, and that's going to give you leverage to have the builder fix them before you close on the home and move in. So this is a massively important part of the process that we want to make sure that you take advantage of. Mistake number 3 is the one that's crucial for your wallet, and it's misunderstanding the builder incentives. Builders are always offering amazing deals like closing credits, free upgrades, interest rate buy downs, and a lot of times these are legit and they're wonderful for increasing your affordability. But here's the catch. These incentives are often tied to using a preferred lender or a title company, and sometimes the value of the actual incentive is pretty inflated. For instance, a buyer might offer you $15,000 in closing costs, but if their preferred lender's rates and fees are higher than what you could get elsewhere, you might actually pay more over the life of that loan than what that credit equals. So an experienced agent will help you compare these offers and incentives objectively and ensure you're getting true value, not just a flashy headline. So you need to break down the real cost-benefit analysis of taking an incentive versus finding your own financing, and look at the overall picture to determine what's going to be the best deal for you. Hey, real quick, as a thank you for watching this video, we would love to give you a free copy of our comprehensive new construction guide. It's going to have detailed information about a lot of the communities you see on this channel and a whole bunch more tips and tricks and practical advice just like you're getting in this video. I'm going to put a link in the description below and I'll pin one in the comments. Be sure to check that out. And now we're at mistake number 4, which is paying exorbitant lot premiums without understanding their true value or their future impact. In most DFW new build communities, especially in the popular areas like Prosper, Salina, Frisco, Denton, Northlake, builders are going to charge thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars for premium lots. So these are lots that are going to back up to green belts, cul-de-sacs. They're going to be lots that are larger sizes. And while a premium lot can be desirable, they're not all created equal. So that $25,000 premium you're paying for that slightly larger backyard may not equate to $25,000 of value down the road. I've seen buyers pay huge premiums for lots that back up to a future commercial development with busy roads that they didn't realize, which completely negates that premium value. So a good agent will help you assess whether that premium is going to reflect genuine long-term value or if you're just paying for something that kind of sounds good and looks good on the paper. And mistake number 5, the design center and rushing and overspending. This is where so many buyers get caught up in the excitement. We're looking at floors and countertops and what we're going to put in the house, and they completely blow their budget right out of the water. And builders are going to price these upgrades significantly higher than what similar quality products would cost if you installed them aftermarket. So think about it. If you see that luxury flooring upgrade that's going to add $10,000 to your cost to go in your 1,800 square foot home, you have to think, could I get a similar look for $6,000 post-closing? You know, we always advise our clients to prioritize structural upgrades that are difficult to change later. Things like adding a media room or converting that ensuite bathroom in the front of the house, extra windows, unique electrical configurations, and then be strategic with your cosmetic upgrades. You should not feel pressured to make every decision on the spot. Take samples home, get quotes, and then look for post-move-in options that might work for you. You can always add things later for less. So this is where a little bit of patience and a little bit of planning can sometimes save you a fortune. And there you have it, 5 mistakes to avoid when you're buying a new construction home here in Dallas-Fort Worth. Avoiding these pitfalls, it will not only save you thousands of dollars, but it's going to save you a lot of stress. It's going to ensure that your new home buying journey is not just exciting, but it's also financially sound. Hey, if you found this video helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It'll help us grow the channel and ensure that we can keep bringing you great advice and insights. And of course, if you're thinking about buying a new construction home anywhere in the DFW Metroplex, we would love to be your resource. And we can help make sure that your new home experience is a dream come true and not a nightmare. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.